Thank you, Mira Lisa, and is it Mila? Mila, not Mila. Mila. Good evening. For Sheila and my fellow Swahili speakers, habari ya jioni. You are a piece of shit and you're fired. That statement is what ended the first business that I founded. I was 25. I started when I was 20. And in one sentence, under the cover of night, everything was gone. My name is Matt Van Sistine. I'm a lifelong entrepreneur, and this is the story of how I got fired from my first business. And how I learned at a young age, the hard way, that I should not have my entire identity wrapped in one business or one job. And that I should have at a young age believed in myself and protected my ideas, dreams, and my power. Let's rewind. This was the 90s. I'm from the 1900s. Limos are the bomb, fly, all that. For the young people, let me translate. Limos are totally fire, bussin', slay. I'm 19 when I become a chauffeur in Wisconsin, driving around super stretch limousines. I'm driving celebrities, politicians, professional athletes, weddings, bachelorette parties, and celebrating the best of times with my clients. I'm having a blast. The company has two owners, but they're fighting. And they decide to shut down the business. But I'm not done having fun. So I walk into a bank at 20 years old and convince them to give me $125,000 to buy 3 limousines. I build the company into an 8-car fleet. I become Matt the Limo Guy, a young entrepreneur, and my entire social and business life are wrapped in that identity. I ran a professional company. It kept growing. I was working hard, paying the bills, and having fun, but not really getting ahead financially. I enjoyed promoting and marketing, but I hated bookkeeping and payroll. After 5 years, I started to doubt my business acumen, and I decided I needed a business partner. I found a partner in one of my regular customers. He says, I believe in you. Let me help. You'll still run the show. I give up majority ownership. The ink dries, and I instantly become his minion. The partnership quickly falls apart. I desperately try to get him to reverse the deal. But the truth was obvious. He wanted the company and the cars, but not me. 5 months later, and in the cover of night, he comes with his henchmen to move the business. I come to work early on a Monday morning, and the garage is empty. And he's standing there delivering the news that I'm fired as the manager of the company. I'm still an owner, but he took everything, every vehicle, every phone, every file, everything. I call my lawyer and he says, this is wrong, we can fight. We'll win, but it'll take $25,000 in 2 years to litigate. I have no money saved, no business, and no choice but to walk away. That date was September 10th, 2001, the day before September 11th. I woke up that fateful day, 9/11, and had no food and no car. I tried to ride my bike to get the food, but the tires were flat. So I walked over to a nearby gas station, and as I was pumping up the tires, a lady drove up and leaned out the window and said, did you hear? We're at war. New York got bombed. We're at war. I ran home and turned on the TV and sat on my couch watching the second plane hit the second building and the ongoing coverage for the rest of the day. I sat on that couch for most of the next 9 months, totally lost in life, with my business and identity stolen, because I did not believe in myself. And I gave up my ideas, dreams, and powers to a tyrant. I won't go into the full details tonight, but I bounced back. Today I'm doing okay. Since this early business setback, I continue to own businesses with majority or full ownership. And my identity is no longer tied to one pursuit. I have diversified to include becoming a community leader, change maker, world traveler, including adventure and philanthropic travel and other creative pursuits. My philanthropy efforts include forming a neighborhood association to improve my neighborhood downtown by Coors Field, through community events, and we also created a special district to improve safety and security. I also travel frequently to Kenya to create training and entrepreneurship programs for vulnerable women and children. I strive to utilize my time, talent, and treasure to unite people for the collective good. My encouragement to the youth sitting here today as you're starting your career path or dreaming business ideas, founding charitable pursuits, is to believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people that will mentor, educate, and help you grow. My encouragement to us elders in the room is to support, believe, and invest in these youth. Technology and culture is moving so quickly, and there are many things that us old folks don't understand. We obviously have not figured everything out, and we need to support them to create solutions for the political, social, and cultural challenges that we face today. There are so many tools, resources, technologies available to connect and create a community that builds good ideas quickly. When I was a kid, we had a rotary dial phone. Who has no idea what I'm talking about? When I started my limo business, I used physical maps to navigate, and I had a pager and used pay phones and calling cards. How many have no idea what I'm talking about? Now we all have supercomputers in the palms of our hands that are growing smaller and more powerful by the minute. Politicians and the media unfortunately highlight the negative, but I'm hopeful that you will all use these powers to be change agents and stewards of the good. Groups like YouthRoots are a great place to start. I'm inspired by the mission to unleash the power of the youth to change the world, and tonight's theme of investing in young people to invest in the future of our communities. The world needs positive collective change and real authentic connection now more than ever. Unfortunately, the events of 9/11 left us with a cloud of fear and insecurity over our country and the world that was again amplified by the COVID chaos. I don't recall the speaker's name, but I remember being at an event like this in my youth, and the speaker saying, "You may not be able to change the world, but you can always change your world." Be bold, try big things. Let hope and optimism be your guide, not fear and pessimism. Do not be afraid to fail. If an idea doesn't work out, look for the lessons and move on to another one. Don't accept the status quo. The seed of the good ideas that you all plant today will grow and impact lives for decades and generations to come. I'm ancient. I was born in the 1900s. But I do hope to live at least another 50 years on this planet, and I'm inspired by young people like you that are taking on the challenges of making this world and life better for everyone. I promise you time will go quickly, and each stage of your life will feel like a blink of an eye. My encouragement for you today is to spend your time wisely. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people that believe in you. Keep the keys and stay in the driver's seat of your big ideas, and use your powers for good and change the world. Thank you, Sheila and Andrea and YouthRoots, for inviting me and to share today.